Hello, everyone. I think we can start. So again, thank you for joining this webinar about the Deep Tech Talent Initiative. I am Francesca, and I'm the Outreach and Stakeholder Manager of the initiative. And together with me today, there is also Isabel, who is our Pledge Manager. I will show you a short presentation about the initiative, which I will also share with you afterwards. If you have any question, please feel free to ask your questions in the question and answer tab that you have on your Teams. I will do my presentation and then I will go through your questions. So let's start. Let me share my screen. Okay. Can you see it, Isabel? Is it visible?
Yeah, it's visible. Perfect.
Okay, thank you. I don't know all of you, so probably some of you already know what the Deep Tech Talent Initiative is, some others maybe don't, maybe some of you joined the initiative because you want to apply to the call for proposal, but perhaps you don't know everything about the initiative. So today I will try to clarify what we do, what is our objective, and what are the tools that we have in place besides the call for proposal. So first of all, EIT. EIT stands for European Institute for Innovation and Technology, and it's a body of the European Commission. EIT was founded around 15 years ago with the objective of boosting research and development and innovation in Europe. The Deep Tech Talent Initiative is one of EIT's initiatives, and we have a very big objective. We want to skill, upskill, and reskill 1 million talents in the field of deep tech in Europe by the end of 2025. Yes, 1 million is a very big number, but as you will see, we are putting in place several platforms and tools to reach this objective, so should be feasible. The initiative was officially launched in July 2022 when the European Commission published the new European Innovation Agenda, which is this document that wants to strengthen deep tech in Europe because we are still quite far behind compared to some other areas in the world. Several flagship actions are mentioned in the agenda. You have them here. And as you can see, among all of these actions, there is also the Deep Tech Talent Initiative. And this is the situation today. We have 166 pledgers, which means partners. And as you can see from the logos here, we have very different actors on board. Because, for example, we have Intel and NVIDIA, huge companies. Then we have universities like Politecnico di Milano, University of Vienna, of Graz, of Lisbon, of Barcelona, several accelerators, incubators. The idea is to build the biggest European knowledge hub in the field of deep tech, where different actors with different background and know-how can work together to reach this 1 million objective. Before I move on with the platforms and tools, just let me clarify what we mean by deep tech. This is the European Commission's definition of deep tech, so it's kind of our institutional definition. And by deep tech, we mean every technology that is highly disruptive, highly cutting edge, based on lengthy research and development, and that wants to give an answer to deep societal challenges. So we have this very broad approach to deep tech. And as you can see from the deep tech fields here, we basically cover everything because we have manufacturing, materials, AI, biotech, clean technology, sustainable energy. We are trying to address the different aspects of deep tech. That's why we have this broad approach. So let's go with the tools. The first one that we developed is the Deep Tech Training Platform. I will show it to you in a while. The platform is fully operational. It already contains 111 courses. And in order for a program to be eligible to be published on our platform, it only has to follow the minimum requirements that you see here. So deep tech focus and minimum duration 50 hours or 2 credits. If you are a company and you do trainings, probably you don't use credits because usually it's just universities using credits. That's not a problem. In your case, the minimum duration will be 50 hours. What we mean by training program? By training program, we mean any type of educational activity with these minimum requirements that you see here. So it can be a full PhD program, it can be just a few modules, it can be a summer school, an hackathon, a lifelong learning program, a winter school, MBA. It can be any type of educational activity. As you've seen, we have very different actors in our network. Therefore, we have very different types of educational activities on our platform. Just one thing before we move on to the platform. We don't just publish everything. There is a quality check first. So if you want to have your program on our platform, first it will be reviewed through the quality check process. And then if it's positive, it will be published. We need and we want to make sure that whatever we publish is high quality and is in line with our standards. So we needed to have a quality check. But then if the quality check is fine, you can have your program published. I will show you how the platform looks like and how it works. Okay, so this is the homepage. If you want to know the other members, you can click on Pledge Members here. Meet the pledgers. Here you have all of them, which you can filter by country or by category. So education and training institution, enterprise, financing partner, or institutional partner. If we go back to the home page and you click on courses here you have all the available 111 courses. We don't care if a program is online, hybrid, or in person. We don't care if it's free or if you ask to pay. That's up to you. We care that, again, it's deep tech focused and that the minimum duration is 50 hours or 2 credits. I will show you an example. So I can use the filter and I can choose, for example, artificial intelligence and machine learning. View results. Here you have all the available programs in that field. Let's say that I'm interested in a program about, for example, executive MBA engineering management. I click. Here you have some general information about the contents of the program. But then if you want to apply, you need to click on Apply Now. And when you click on Apply Now, you are automatically redirected to the training provider's website. In this case, it's the University of Vienna. This to say that our platform is not Coursera. Our platform wants to give visibility to the training programs from our partners that went through the quality check so that they can be reached out by a bigger number of talents. To give you an idea of the visibility that we can give you, in the last 3 months, our social media post had more than 8 million views, and our website was visited more than 100,000 times. This means that we can leverage on a lot of visibility, and our partners can benefit from that visibility. Another thing that I want to mention is that when or if you are a training institution, it's quite easy how you use this platform. You upload your existing programs and they get visibility. What happens if you are a company? If you are a company and you have your own programs, educational activities, You can publish them on the platform and we will give them visibility. If you are a company and you have no educational activities because that's not what you do, or because you are a small company and you don't do internally trainings for your employees, that's not a problem. You can join the initiative anyway. You will need to make sure that your employees will follow some of the deep tech programs that we have on our platform. Another thing that I want to clarify is that, especially when it comes to companies, they find different ways to benefit from this visibility. On one hand, of course, you can upload your programs. On the other hand, some of our companies are using the training platform kind of as an HR tool. So, for example, they are publishing programs about, I don't know, AI, and then the best talents from those programs will be hired. So companies are using this platform also to find the best future employees for them. I'll go back to the presentation. So this was about another thing about the training platform is that on the courses page, you can find very technical and scientific programs, but you can also find economic or social or financial programs somehow related to deep tech. Like, for example, the legal aspects of cybersecurity or how to become an entrepreneur or a project manager in some deep tech field. These because we want to address deep tech from any perspective, not just from the purely technical ones, but also from the more social, environmental, and legal sides. The other tool that we have developed and that we've recently launched around 1 month ago is the Deep Tech Technology Radar. As you can see, we have this map of deep tech fields. You can pick a field. In our example, we picked information technologies and connectivity. And when you click, you have some technical information and the list of subtopics. You pick a subfield, in this case it's edge computing, and you have some information about the TRL at European level, the BRL at European level, some technical information about what the technology is, and the potential existing use cases. What is interesting is that per each deep tech field, you also have the list of our pledgers or partners working on that field. And if you click, you are redirected to our website where you can find all the details, as well as the available courses on that deep tech field. And again, if you click, you are redirected to our website where you can find all the information about those courses. Then per each deep tech field on the radar, you can also have them clustered in macro areas, or you can see how they relate to the Sustainable Development Goals. So in the end, what's the objective of the radar? The objective of the radar is to give visibility to the innovation, products, use cases, especially from our partners in the field of deep tech, and also to allow them to be reached out by potential partners. So say I'm a company and I'm looking for a partner to work on something in a specific field, I can find that partner using the radar and picking a field. Or I am a talent and I want to reach out to a company working in some field. I can find the best companies working in those fields through the radar. Then we have the Deep Tech Talent community. This is for individual use. You register, you upload your CV, you answer to some questions about your interests and your background. And then based on your answers, the platform, which is AI-based, will suggest you the best courses that you should follow from the ones on our platform if you want to grow in your career in deep tech. What is interesting is that the CVs of the talents registered on the platform are visible to all of our partners that can reach out in case they're looking for people with a specific background or know-how. So as you can see, we're trying to address deep tech from different sides and in different ways. On one hand, we have the deep tech training platform, which is all about education, skilling, upskilling, and reskilling. Then we have the radar, which is more about products, use cases, and innovations. And then we have the Deep Tech Talent community, which is for the benefit of the talents. This is the platform. Some of you might already know it. This is the platform that we use internally. So once you become a partner, you have access to this Agora platform where you can communicate, you can publish your events, you can give visibility to what you are doing, and all the other partners will automatically be informed. And then we have funding opportunities, communication, and dissemination. So funding opportunities, some of you might, of course, already know it. We have a call for proposals that is now open. It will close on the 20th of June. It follows Horizon Europe guidelines, so it's a grant. And the objective of this grant is to fund the development of new deep tech training programs. The call is open only to our pledgers. So first you need to become a pledger and then you can apply. We have a total budget of 2 million euros and we plan to fund around 15 projects, which means each project being around 150,000 euros. We had 2 info sessions about the call, which were recorded, and you can find the recordings on our website if you want to know more. And we've also published some frequently asked questions about the call, which you can also find on our website. And then we have web and press releases, newsletters, social media campaigns for our partners so that whenever they reach some big achievement, we give them a lot of visibility. And whenever we join an international event or we organize our own international events, we ask the partners to come with us. So for example, in November, we were in Lisbon for the Web Summit. And we had our own booth and we had around 30 tickets available. So we could invite a good number of our partners to come with us and they could use our booth as if it was their own booth. And we also had a masterclass during the Web Summit and some of our pledges were speakers during the masterclass, which again gave them a lot of visibility. The same happened around 1 month ago during Hello Tomorrow in Paris. The same with NVIDIA GTC event or the Women in Tech Global Conference a couple of weeks ago. We will be speaking during We Make Future in Bologna in June. In October, we are organizing our annual event and all the partners can come to our annual event, which will be in Poland. So again, a lot about networking and visibility. And then once a month, we meet online with all the partners for these networking and drop-in sessions, where on one hand, we update the partners about the initiative, how it is going, the new opportunities. But on the other hand, we also give them the possibility to pitch in front of the others, which gives them a lot of visibility and allows them to build some collaborations. This has happened already a few times that partners who didn't know each other had the opportunity to meet and now they are building their own collaborations together. So to wrap up, what are the benefits to join? You would be part of the biggest European knowledge hub in the field of deep tech, which means visibility, networking, being more competitive because you can benefit from skilling, upskilling, and reskilling activities. Reaching out to the best talents all over Europe, building collaborations and projects with the other members, having access to all the platforms that I've shown you, as well as the funding opportunities. And then, of course, also the prestige coming from joining a European initiative. So how to join? Joining is very easy and there is no fee to pay. You just need to download the pledge from our website, fill it in and upload it back. The pledge is not a contract. Pledge means promise. So it's a high-level, non-binding document where you need to quantify the type of commitment you want to put into the initiative. So to give you a couple of examples, training institutions or universities, of course, typically commit themselves to train a certain number of students in the field of deep tech until the end of 2025 through a certain number of programs or courses until the end of 2025. Companies commit themselves to upskill or reskill or skill a certain number of talents until the end of 2025. And in the case of companies, by talents, we mean employees, for example, or even external stakeholders they are in touch with. So depending on who you are, you will need to fill a different type of pledge. But on our platform, you can find 4 different pledge templates, 1 per each pledge category. Once the pledge is filled in, you upload it back through the platform. In a few days, it will be reviewed. And if everything is fine, you receive account name and password. And with that, you have access to the backend of the platform and you will be invited to all the activities that we do. That's all. So let me go back here. If you have any question, please feel free to ask here in the question and answer chat. If you don't have any question, then I think we can call the webinar. In terms of languages, you can find any type of language on the training platform, meaning that there is no requirement from our hand. So it can be any European language. However, if you want to get more visibility, it's better for you if they are in English because you can attract more talents. But if you are using a different language, it's not a problem. So I don't see any questions. So I think
there is one question.
Where is it?
In the Q&A.
Okay.
So is there a minimum of hours, modules, or persons to be trained in the pledge commitment?
No. In the sorry, I didn't saw the question. So no, in the pledge commitment, no, there is no minimum number of modules or person. In terms of hours, the minimum duration of your program to be eligible to be published is 50 hours. Within the 50 hours, you can put everything. So it could be, for example, 20 hours front class, 20 hours, I don't know, online, and 10 hours exercises. You can combine different types of learning, but at least 50 hours. Number of modules and person, no minimum requirement for the pledge. For the call for proposal, instead, the minimum requirements in terms of hours is always 50, but you also need to prove that you will be able to train at least 500 talents. So in the case of the call for proposal, there is a KPI also in terms of the number of people, which you don't have in the pledge. Any other question? Oh, okay. So thank you again for joining this webinar. I will send you this presentation as well as the link to the call page and to the website. And feel free to reach out if you have any question or if you want to have an individual call to discuss your specific situations. So thank you and have a nice day.